Testing, testing.
1, 2, 3.
Shaylin.
Justine.
Here we go.
Widow's Peak. Welcome to our YouTube channel called Brunette and Blonde.
Day one. We're excited. It only took us 6 hours to get
set
ready.
up.
But
we did it.
Look at us.
Why did it take us 6 hours?
That's really just like a result of how much time it takes as a woman to get ready also. For like you to help me get ready, that's like a 3-hour commitment.
Yes.
And then for you to then, right after doing that 3 hours, spend like 3 hours getting yourself ready.
Yeah.
That's exhausting. That's your whole day.
Yeah. I mean, that was our whole day today.
Literally.
That's why it took us so long to get ready today. To start today. It took like 20 minutes to set up the computer.
Yeah.
But
okay. It took a long time.
We are best friends for life.
Since like grade 7?
Yes, end of grade 7, beginning of grade 8. But we met when we were 10.
Yeah.
I was not
I'm 25.
I'm 24. We live in a house together in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Moved from our hometown of Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Yes, where we went to Palliser Heights Elementary.
And Peacock High School.
AE Peacock Collegiate. We just want to talk about our life because we've been binge watching a lot of other SMA people's videos, YouTube channels.
Or just like disability YouTube channels in general.
Yes, shouts out Roll with Cole and Charisma.
And Squirmy and Grubs.
And Squirmy and Grubs. And we realized all the channels are about relationships, like people being a caregiver because they're in a relationship together, like i.e. married or engaged or dating. And we're pretty much in the same situation, except we're not dating. Like, I have my own boyfriend. She's got her own thing going on. It's always been that way.
Own thing going on.
And people just... Hey, Bumble, hard times.
Hard times. We'll get to that.
That'll be
another
another
episode.
Yeah, that needs to be its own episode. Online dating.
Yeah.
And... What was I going to say?
Yeah, we just want to share, like, the challenges in our friendship with someone who's in a wheelchair and requires like round the clock care, and having my best friend who I live with also provide that care, and just how that changes our dynamic and what life is like for us, because it's normal to us but other people don't get it. Exactly.
And so we're excited to be open and share everything with everyone.
Yeah.
I guess we could start with, I could talk about transitioning from like a friend to a caregiver, because that's kind of a recent thing in our life. So for a long time in our friendship, we both set a pretty firm boundary that I wasn't going to ever work for Shay, because we just wanted to be friends. Oh, that was the dog sighing in the background. Introducing Atre. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for more sighs and grunts and groans from him. So, anyways, we had a firm boundary that I wasn't going to work for her, just so that we could stay friends. And it also created a lot of issues, because then we couldn't do things just by ourselves. Say, we did a lot of traveling, and sometimes we would travel by ourselves. That's gonna be another episode also. But say, like, when we went to Maui, we had a caregiver come with us on the whole trip, so it wasn't just us. It wasn't just a friend's experience. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a challenge for a long time.
And I think that, like, on my end, setting that boundary was like, it just complicates a relationship, adding caregiving on top of just being friends.
Because you are the boss of your caregiving. Like, you have to treat your caregivers as employees.
But then you're also my best friend, so it's a strange dynamic.
Yes. And so, but then, just in since COVID, we reunited, kind of. That's another story. And
there's lots to come. Buckle up.
And now we're living together in Calgary. And since living together, I started working for Shay a lot more often. It started with literally just 1 night a week, and then 2 nights a week. And now I'm at 4 nights a week. And a big part of it is that we live together. So it's not like I have to leave to go stay at her house for the night to work for her. It's just, I do it in my own home. And it makes it so that we don't have to have someone else come into our home for a certain amount of nights. Like no set bedtime.
Wake up time.
Yeah, just
It's just
those little tiny things make a difference.
Yeah, and it's hard to feel like we're like grown-ups when an adult comes into the house every night and sleeps here. It's just like hard to feel like,
because God bless your caregivers, they're all great, but they're all women that are a bit older than us, that are moms. Pretty much all of them have been moms almost. And so it's a different dynamic.
And
in
like
the house.
it's nice to have a mom figure around sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's also nice for us just to get to be us and
be 24 and 25.
Yeah.
Which is insane in and of itself.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's super exciting to be sharing this, because we're very much starting like a new chapter of our life. And
it's exciting.
We're already wifed up. We got married once. Once again, we are not gay, but we did get married.
You're not best friends unless people think you're gay, though, so...
The new motto.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I had a life expectancy of 12 years, and now I'm 25, healthy, and we get to plan a future together as friends, and that was never something either of us thought we were going to get to do.
No. 4 years ago, we were planning her funeral. That was one of our second Maui trip that we took together.
Yeah.
And...
we thought that would be the last time I'd be able to, like, go on a plane or anything, because, yeah, it was just declining so quick. SMA is a degenerative disease, and so it just kept progressing as we grew up.
Yeah, which was very hard for both of us to go through. It's a lot of grief.
A lot of grief.
Anticipating your death is... I mean, I guess I was anticipating your death, and you were also anticipating your own death. But it's just weird.
It's a strange thing to go through when you're, like, in university, supposed to be, like, having the time of your life.
Yes.
And it's like, we're going to counseling together to prepare for me to die.
But then on the flip side, we did so much fun stuff because it was just... YOLO, YOLO, to the max. We have to think of what people ask us all the time about, like, us meeting. People ask us if we're sisters a lot.
Yeah, because...
there's an assumption that because I am a caregiver for her and as close of a friend as I am, that we are related.
Yeah, it's not something people would assume that we're just friends, as she, like, lifts me on and off of the plane or is at all my doctor's appointments with me. And I think that's just some of the stigma around, like, disability that we want to break down, because it's frustrating to live it day after day. And so we might as well share our story and help to normalize things a bit.
That's a good point. And I think, like, fucking hell. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, because, like, this is our normal. Like, our normal best friend is, like, going to the doctor together and, like, doing weird things together, volunteering. We've done a lot of volunteering together. So
just, like, full days in the emergency room together where we just set up shop.
But I think the thing people don't understand is they think that I often get praised for being such a good friend for doing this for her, and how I'm, like, sacrificing so much and it's so much work for me and I can't believe I do it, and it just makes me like an angel of a person. And on the flip side, everyone also perceives her that way, like, kind of just because she has a friend. Like, it's...
and just because I'm in a wheelchair, really.
Yes, and just because you're in a wheelchair. But I think the thing that we understand, and that people really close to us understand, is it's no different than hanging out with any of your other best friends and think you do everything all day together. You go to the grocery store together. Like, I've lived with other roommates and had other friends, obviously. We both have.
Yeah.
And it's no different. It's just the things that we do are different because Shay is living with SMA.
Yeah.
But I'm down for the ride.
And that's why we're still friends. Because she's been along for the roller coaster.
But it's not to say that we haven't had a lot of moments and that it doesn't still happen. Like, just a few weeks ago, I can't remember what it was. Shay, basically by the end of the day, Shay was in too much pain and just kind of needed to relax. And I was super restless and antsy. and I wanted to play Mario. It's the stupidest thing. I wanted to play Mario, and she had enough energy, I guess, to play the game. And I actually had a bit of a tantrum about it. I was like, just upset. I was like, I just want to play a game with my friend, and I don't want SMA to be the reason that she can't play a game with me. So I think, yeah, as much as people perceive me as just like, oh, I saw this girl in need and now I need to help her and save her. It's not like that. It's like we were just best friends, and just as a result of her life, I help her, but it doesn't mean that I fucking love doing it all the time.
Yeah. And I think we both have those moments. Like, I'll have tantrums where I, like, don't want you to have to help me. And, yeah, we just kind of are patient with each other as we go through those emotions because they're very real.
Yeah, I think for a long time it was hard to even admit those emotions and to be vulnerable enough to share them with each other, because we also struggle a lot with guilt, both of us.
Yeah.
So anytime we say something like that, there's like a lot of guilt that like she would feel guilty because she couldn't play the game, or all of those deep emotions. And after years, quite literally like 10 plus years of therapy, etc., we are now more able and mature enough to communicate it and understand our emotions.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're ready to take on the world.
And we're ready to kind of share how we got to that point too, because we put in a lot of work. It's not like we just effortlessly live together, you care for me. And
it's not some secret romance. Like, we're not in love either. It's just, this is life, our life.
Yeah.
Welcome to it.
I think we also want to like use this channel to be able to answer questions people have.
Yes.
We really want to know what people have questions about or what they don't understand, so we can like break down some of those barriers.
That's true. Like, anytime we spend time with our friends, they ask us things and we haven't even realized that it's a question for them. So I think there's a lot that we're willing to share. We just don't. We're so
used to it.
Yeah, immersed in it that we need people to ask us. And we're here to tell you.
And we're not easily offended, either of us. We just will politely decline to answer any question we don't want to.
Ooh, that sounded like a threat. It was like a warning.
That was
like,
warning.
Don't come at me.
Yeah, but also do, because it's good to push the envelope on how open I'm willing to be and like how much we share about our friendship. So
yeah. So like, comment, subscribe,
and share.
Ask us questions, and we'll just keep telling you what we're doing with our life.
Yeah. Well, we'll have some themes. Travel.
Yeah, travel.
Our travel stories are gold.
Tattoos. I'm learning how to tattoo.
Yeah,
I did that
we're
on myself.
both very obsessed with tattoos, so I'm grateful to have a best friend who's a tattoo artist also. Yeah.
And that was another sigh from Audrey, so guess it's time to wrap up.
He says that's enough, ladies.
Have a great weekend.
Bye. Fuck off. Oh, fuck, I forgot it's recording.
This is exactly why we started recording already.